Okay, so remember when Ronan Farrow was originally being spoken about in relation to this whole case? And I can't remember if it originated with the blinds, but some people were talking about how Taylor had leveraged her friend, Ronan Farrow, and there was pushback because there was like, oh, we don't really know each other, like that sort of thing, and that somehow Taylor used her leverage with New York Times uh, through Megan Twohey in order to get Blake the article posted in December. And then people were connecting the dots and they were like, oh, remember when Taylor and Ronan were seen together? And I think it was November. Well, I I really wasn't certain of what that all was, but now things are taking a turn because listen to this.
Here are the daily blind items that were released on Wednesday, January 21st. You guys can try to guess who they're about in the comments and come back tomorrow for the reveals. Number one, I brought up before how close the A-plus list singer is with a celebrity offspring / journalist. Yes, the A-plus lister was the one who arranged for the major newspaper to run that piece. The condition? Other reporters had to attach their names, not the celebrity offspring / journalist, so nothing traced back to the A-plus lister. Over the next few days, you're about to watch the A-plus list singer show just how tight her grip on the media really is. Cover anything that paints the A-plus lister in a bad light, and your access disappears fast.
Which here's the thing. Taylor in those messages that a lot of people have been saying like, "Oh, you should see the text messages between me and my friends. They're even worse." Okay, but here's the difference. Those are text messages that aren't going to do anything. It's gossip. It's two friends just bitching and moaning, more than likely. Whereas these text messages between Blake and Taylor, they are connected to actual actions. And these actions have massive consequences. And for Taylor to have wielded her power against somebody that she didn't verify the information against simply because her bestie told her that he was a bitch, simply because her bestie told her that he said or did some things or that he's an actual misogynist and didn't verify, and has now caused harm against his business, and not just his business, his possible entire career. So now I have to question if this is true, if Ronan is potentially the person. Sorry, that was, if you go into the comments on that post, you'll see that people are concluding that it's most likely Ronan Farrow and that that's why Megan Twohey's name was attached to it. And then if you think about it, the video that we have of Taylor and Ronan meeting in November, the timeline adds up at bare minimum because we have the subpoena at the end of September, then we have mid-October with the start date of some of the files being created with New York Times, and then we have a meeting with Taylor and Ronan in November, and then the article is posted in December. So people that are talking about Taylor and these text messages and saying like, oh, you should see the text messages that happen between me and my friends, that is one thing when it's just limited to text messages. I'll give you that. I will give you that you can bitch and moan with your friends in a text message. We all do, but it is very different when it is attached to real world, high powered choices, decisions, and actions that have severe consequences in real time for other people. And this is the biggest problem. This, from the beginning, I've been talking about patterns of behavior. And again, when I talk about the potential of a personality disorder being present here, it is rearing its ugly head again, where a person with a disorder gets so fixated on destroying a person that they don't care who they destroy in the process, and they bring everybody down with them. And that is where we're at right now. Blake has been so fixated on destroying Justin that she's pulled in. She has lobbied all of these people to vie for her by proxy to engage in the same abuse of power against a person that she merely just felt a slight from. And now everybody has to pay the real world consequences of engaging in that behavior that she pulled them in to engage in with her. And the thing is that with Ronan, I'm kind of, if it's true that he was involved in this, like where was the due diligence, the due process in vetting the information? Because again, these people they've exploited the idea that they help people. They've exploited people to paint the picture that they help people, that they elevate others and give them opportunity, while at the same time, without due process, without vetting, without verifying information, have actively done things to undermine and diminish somebody else who doesn't deserve it. Like the fact that Jennifer Freed wrote this expert report and talks about betrayal, everything is true when you apply it to the experience of Justin Baldoni, Jamie Heath, and Wayfair. Not just Justin Baldoni, Jamie Heath, and Wayfair. Everybody who's included on that side. Jennifer Abel, everyone. And it makes